Hey guys, how you doing? Chef Joe Ciminera here from Taste This TV. You know, we're going to do a good show today, and this one's a popular request. This one is a request for a couple of people that wrote in, probably over the course of like 60 days. It wasn't just all happened at once, but over the course of 60 days, I don't know if it's because the East Coast, the weather is kind of cold or what have you. They want me to do my famous pasta fagioli soup. And every time I do this, I sort of make a variation to the dish, and that's what I'm going to do today. The theme of today's show is pasta fagioli, or you could just say pasta and bean sauce. It is a classic among the Italian people, and in Italy I had a really good pasta fagioli in Italy a few times. And you know, the pasta from Italy, which is what I'm working with today, VVN pasta, this is their torcietti, and I don't know, something about the pasta in Italy, man, it's just incredible. Everything from gluten-free. Here we have different grains. This is wheat flour pasta. So I got a whole bunch of pasta shipped in from this company in Italy, and that's what sparked me about doing the pasta fagioli. So the pasta from Italy takes a little bit more to cook, a little longer to cook than the pasta you find in the US. So we're gonna go down and dirty with that right now. You know, when you're talking about pasta fagioli, you know, we can go through the whole gamut with the shallots, the onions, the leeks. That's what I like to do, the prosciutto. You put all that, you render it with some nice olive oil. But I've actually found two things that we can use that can cut your cooking time like by a third. I mean by 2/3 probably. I mean, just incredible. We got this stuff called salsa verde, and it comes in a can from the Tapas sauces. And this is gonna act as our garlic, onions, parsley, and basil. So it's already coming in a can, it's raw, so it's not heated. We're gonna cook it in that pot there, and we're gonna go step by step so we don't lose anybody. It's gonna be this simple. All right, so now to get started. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take a little bit of this product that we have here, and we're gonna put it right now. As you notice, it's got a ton of olive oil already in there. And what we're gonna do is release all the flavors. All the onions, the garlic and stuff like that. I'm gonna stir it up. Get that in there. And what we wanna do is get all that flavor, because this product went into this baby nice and raw. We got our pasta here. So now we're gonna get started on the next phase of this thing. I've had the basil cooking down, getting really nice here. Had a lot of good flavor coming up, a lot of the aromas. We got the garlic, we got the onions, all that good stuff. What we're gonna do is start adding some of the other ingredients here. Remember, you don't wanna overcook the pasta. We're looking for an al dente pasta here, folks, right? I tell you, this smells unbelievable. Definitely a little bit of bread. For my case, would be gluten-free bread. We're gonna have a little bit of this pasta fagioli and get busy. So let's get started on the next segment of this recipe here, which would be to add the red sauce and to combine the pasta. Talk a little bit about this crudité. Okay. See how all of our stuff is nice and brown in there? We got the brown garlic. You never want any raw type of garlic in there. Now we're gonna take this tomato sauce. Before we do that, got a little bit of this wine we're gonna deglaze. And we're just gonna let that cook out just for a couple of seconds. Just bring it back up to a boil here. And you wanna burn off the alcohol and then get the sweet residue, the residual sugars from the wine to cook down into the pan. But we still want some of that wine flavor too, so we don't want it to cook all the way out. Now we're gonna add our Tapas tomato sauce. This is really good stuff. This is called pepper and tomato hot sauce. We're gonna stir this baby around. Now we got these beans here, right? See these beans? They're dehydrated beans. Now a lot of times you'll use the beans in the can and everything else. Let me tell you something about the dehydrated beans. Number one, they're good to keep somewhere in case there's a disaster. All you have to do is reconstitute them with a little bit of water, right? But it's really good, these beans, because once they're totally dried, they suck up anything, any moisture that you put them in. So now I have over here some chicken stock. You could use vegetable stock if you want. And what I'm gonna do is put that in this mixture right here, and then I'm gonna add my beans. The beans are gonna soak up all this incredible liquid, and it's gonna have some incredible flavor that you wouldn't get that from a canned bean. You just wouldn't, okay? You wouldn't get it from a dried bean, soaking it in brine and then putting in there. The beans are totally dry and they're gonna take back in all that flavor. Now check it out. Throwing out beans. And we're gonna throw in our stock. Woo-wee! That, my friends, is good cooking. Okay, now that the pasta's pretty much, we're gonna put that right back in the pan. Now, just like the beans are gonna soak up all this incredible flavor, so is the pasta. And what we're gonna do is find ourselves in a couple of minutes here, when everything's kind of cooked down nice and dirty, we're gonna get this incredible kind of thick, whatever you want to call it, pasta dish. You know, I mean, it's going to be really good. And remember what I said about those beans. Now, where can you find dehydrated beans? Well, you can do them your own. You can get yourself a dehumidifier, and you can, even if you wanted to go the route of just taking the canned beans out, putting in a dehumidifier, probably 8 hours or something like that, 8 or 9 hours, the beans will be done. They'll be fully dry. There won't be any moisture in there whatsoever. And you can reconstitute it back with this incredible sauce that we're creating here, and all those flavors will kind of seep in and marry into those beans. You know, one thing I can't stand is when somebody just throws beans in a dish, they throw it in like at the end. The beans have that outside waxy kind of skin coating, so it's not absorbing anything. So what you're getting is a plain bean. Here, we're getting flavorful beans, and we're doing things flavor style on Taste This TV. All right, let's give this another second. Let it absorb everything. We'll plate it up, and then we're gonna start to talk about this Charlotte's Web here. This is mint chocolate, right? What do I want to do with this? Well, this thing could go great in smoothies. I could take this thing, put it in a smoothie, fruit smoothie, and you're done. You're ready to go. I could put it in some sort of maybe dessert whipped cream would be nice too. Take yourself some heavy cream, whip it up with a little bit of sugar, add a little bit of this mint chocolate, or you can take it, put it right over these incredible, listen, crudité right here. See these baby vegetables? We got baby beets, baby carrots, everything that's sweet in the baby root family, going with this mint chocolate chip, Charlotte's Web. You want to do like a chocolate fondue or chocolate ganache, just make sure the chocolate is not hot. We don't want to, you know, change the chemical makeup of this, but at room temperature chocolate, you're pouring some of this baby right in there, mix it up, and you got yourself mint chocolate CW Charlotte's Web hot chocolate. So you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that you can do with this stuff, as long as you don't keep the temperature really that hot, because then it changes the compound completely. All right, we're gonna give this a toss here. We're looking good. Woo! Lord have mercy, look what we have here. We have the pasta fagioli my way. Now we use that incredible sauce there. It has a little bit of a kick into it. That's what I like. You know, normally I would add a little crushed red pepper in there, in the oil actually. They infuse the oil right before I put all this jazz in there, but this is good. The pasta, you can see, soaked up all this incredible flavor. The beans, I'm telling you, my friends, if you try this thing with the beans like I told you before, you're gonna really see such an improvement, not only in this dish, your pasta fagioli or your pasta with beans, but you're also gonna see it in your soups. Remember that a dehydrated product is gonna soak back up all those juices and liquids, and you're gonna get more flavor than you could have ever bargained for. You know, like a lot of times you'll have the same product. Let's say you have a pasta dish at a restaurant, and then you go over like someone's house and they make the same pasta dish. You're like, wow, how'd they get the flavor? It's all about being able to infuse those flavors in these ingredients, and that's exactly what we did here. We took hot pasta from the sink after we drained it. We put it right back into this hot liquid. That pasta soaked up that flavor. We didn't shock it with water. We didn't grab any store-bought, already made cooked pasta or anything like that. We did it the right way. Thank you for watching this fun-filled episode of Taste This TV. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remember, there are no rules in cooking. Taste this.